A renowned elections forecaster known for successfully predicting the outcome of U.S. presidential elections has released his new prediction.
Well, the prediction goes as follows. Vice President Kamala Harris will win against former President Donald Trump in November's election.
My prediction, based on the keys to the White House system, which has been right for 40 years, is that we are going to have a precedent-breaking president, that Kamala Harris will become the first woman president of the United States.
The famous forecaster has successfully predicted the outcome of 9 of the last 10 presidential elections using his election model based on 13 true or false questions that ignore the views of political pundits and pollsters. He said while his election model favors Harris to win, the candidate's stances on foreign policy and real-world events could influence the outcome of the race.
Can things change? Of course. I can't predict what's going to happen in the world, and we have 2 fluid wars. But I've taken that into account in my call. Even if Harris lost both of my foreign military keys, failure and success, she still would be down only 5 keys, one short of the 6 keys that it takes to predict an incumbent party defeat.
Meanwhile, U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris headed to Pennsylvania as she prepares to debate Donald Trump next Tuesday. It comes just 75 days after President Joe Biden's disastrous debate performance triggered a political earthquake that ultimately forced him out from the race.
Furthermore, the White House has reacted to Russian President Vladimir Putin's recent response that he supports Kamala Harris and not Donald Trump. White House National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said Putin must stop interfering in U.S. elections.
Meanwhile, Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump warned Jewish voters that an election win for his Democratic rival Kamala Harris would mean the end of Israel. Speaking remotely to a crowd of more than 1,000 Republican Jewish coalition donors in Las Vegas, he also said he will ban refugee resettlement from what he called terror-infested areas like Gaza.
Kamala Harris wins, terrorist armies will wage an unceasing war to drive Jews out of the Holy Land, and you know it. And we've had a great relationship with Israel, but I can say honestly that we got 25% of the vote. We got 26% after 4 years after I did more for Israel than any other president by far.
Earlier, speaking at the New York Economic Club, Donald Trump said he will establish a government efficiency commission headed by billionaire supporter Elon Musk if he wins the November 5th election. During a wide-ranging speech, he also laid out his economic vision for the country.
I will create a government efficiency commission tasked with conducting a complete financial and performance audit of the entire federal government and making recommendations for drastic reforms. We need to do it. Can't go on the way we are now. And Elon, because he's not very busy, has agreed to head that task force.